Hi, this is Gus here in Grand Lake, Colorado, and I just want to do a brief intro for you. We are from Kansas, central Kansas. We come out to Colorado a few times a year to be with family and just to hang out. And this is our first long trip with the Rivian R1S. Love this car, love driving it, love owning it. It's just great. That being said, we encountered a hailstorm a few miles east of Denver on I-70. It was pretty chaotic, and I shot some footage of that. So I'm gonna show you that footage and then come back and talk about where we're at now. Hi, so you may be wondering, why do I have a chair in my head? Well, the answer to that is we're in a hailstorm, and it's finally letting up. I don't know if you can see up there, but there's a gray car that lost their back glass. The reason why that's concerning is because our entire roof is glass. So, fun. Very, very fun. I think we may have survived the worst of it, knock on wood. Oh, that was very stressful. Okay, it's back to being really bad again. I don't know if you can hear it. It's at least golf balls noise. Maybe a few larger ones. I don't know if you can see it, but we do have some cracks in the glass above us. There's a pretty big one over there. There's another one, a long one up there. So it is warranted for us to have this above our heads, because if the glass fails, first of all, we don't want that all over us, but secondly, all of that hail still has to come down, so. This is the longest hailstorm I've ever experienced. In Kansas, we have a lot of hail, but this is a different level. Okay, it seems like it might be letting up a little bit again. Knock on wood. Let's see if I can show you the crack. All of that is one big crack. So that's fine. And then we have a crack that goes basically here all the way back, and here all the way back in here. So I'm pretty confident that roof is compromised. Look, that'll be fun to get fixed. Not even to mention all the hail damage on the metal part of the car. Anna has a good strategy. It's the lean forward into the fetal position. Sorry, my thumb is shaking now. I apologize. I think it's my nerves. There we go. Nope. It's still shaking. Okay. I'm honestly, I am super impressed that this roof has not given in to that abuse. I know. I'm gonna put this down for a little bit until the hail starts up again. Yeah, we've got issues because we
have leaks.
No leaks. Thank God. I don't know how we don't have leaks. I'm just like it's astounding that it can take all of those cracks and not fall in. But we're definitely gonna have to go to a Rivian service center for this, because there is, but I doubt they can help us today.
Yeah.
Check out this hail. I bet it's at places 3 or 4 inches deep. Where we're at, where we're driving, it's kind of soupy, but we've got a crack right here in our windshield. And then the real damage is if you look back behind, we've got a crack here joining up with other cracks, and then we've got big, humongous hits where we basically lost the whole kit and caboodle. So we've got to get some pretty major work done. And that's ignoring the huge pock marks in the actual bodywork of the car. I can see them from here.
Yeah.
Massive pock marks. So that sucks. It's been about an hour since we filmed the first thing. Basically, we're at the Rivian Service Center here in Denver. It's pretty nice. Basically, there's large cracks in the roof glass, and they basically said they probably won't be able to fix it until like almost a week from now, basically.
And they can't really do much unless the roof falls in. So
and even then, it's still going to take like a week.
But, so they're duct taping it.
Yeah, they're like just putting some tape over it, because I guess like if it were to fail, that would at least keep it from like falling in theory.
On our heads, yeah.
So not great. I mean, I think Rivian's doing they're doing okay. It's not really their fault necessarily.
Well, and we kind of just walked in on them.
Yeah, totally. We didn't have an appointment. We have submitted a request to the app now. There's more thunder. Apparently they had some hail damage here. There's like, you can just see right there that there's like a whole bunch of Rivians here, like several hundred, both R1Ss and R1Ts. So it was pretty terrifying to be in that car. I don't know if it came across on camera, but it was definitely scary to be in there in person. And I'll try to take some shots of what the damage looks like in the car. So anyway, that's where we're at now. Okay, so it's kind of a good news, bad news thing. Like the bad news we already knew, and that's like we got kind of a trashed car in some ways. But the good news is it still drives, and according to the Rivian Service Center, it has not currently gone through both layers of glass. Apparently there's 2 layers of glass in the roof, plus film that helps hold it all together in case of an accident. And so it seems like we're in good shape to actually continue our vacation up to Grand Lake, which we're gonna do now. We just have a copious amount of tape on our roof. It's kind of like gaff tape, like it's kind of a cloth tape. And so there's that, and then if you look at our hood, it's just like a lunar landscape of awfulness. So I guess that's the story for now. And now the real fun begins of waiting for insurance and Rivian to figure out how much this is going to cost and where on earth we're going to do it and when. And
happy vacation to us.
Woo woo.
Yay.
So good morning. It's been I don't know, 12 hours or something since the last video we posted, or the last video I shot, I guess. And so I just wanted to quickly walk through the current state of the Rivian to kind of conclude the video. So all right, so the driver's side is actually pretty good. There's a few you have a few hail pock marks, whatever you want to call them, but really it's pretty good. There's just some minor damage that can probably be fixed. Windows are fine. There's a couple dents up on this piece as well, but really pretty good. In addition, the back side of the vehicle is looking honestly like nothing touched it. Like, it looks really good. I haven't found any issue that I can see other than just being a little dirty. So now let's show you kind of where things go downhill. So Well, thankfully, I think this fender or whatever you want to call this is good, but the top is, I don't know how much you can see here, but yeah, it's just totally pockmarked. I'd say maybe as many as 100, with probably 12 to 15 of them being significant dents. You can kind of see here we have a crack. This is, I don't know, probably 6 inches long. That goes through the windshield. So I'm thinking that that's going to need to be replaced, because there's when we're back in Kansas and we're in 100-degree heat every day for the next month and a half, 2 months, that's probably going to grow real fast. Let's see, what else is there to show you? Okay, yeah, let's go to the passenger side of the vehicle. This was facing the north during the storm, and I can't really tell what you can see. Yeah, there you can really get a sense of, like, we've got pock marks on all of the doors. Pretty bad. Even the back fender has some pretty good bangs. Like that guy right there is pretty massive. Like, it actually hit the line there. And then up here we've got, that whole piece is going to need to be replaced as well, because it's just, pretty banged up. I think the winner for like most deep impact is probably this guy. About the size of my thumb, pretty deep there. Okay, so let's get on the roof. I'm not actually getting on the roof, don't worry. There's no way I would do that right now. But so here you can see, let me zoom out a little bit. Here you can kind of see the lay of the land. We have got a large crack over there that's just one long line. They didn't actually tape this one. I don't know if they could see it, but there is a teardrop shaped crack here. There's another crack going there. And then the real bad stuff is there's basically a really hard baseball hit here, another here, and another here. This one you can't see from the inside. In addition, you can kind of see that this piece is damaged, and it looks like they taped something back there, which I didn't notice before. I didn't realize that was a piece of glass, so that's fun. That maybe another crack in plastic or something, I'm not entirely sure. I guess from Hannah's perspective, Hannah's got about a 7-year-old Ford Explorer that's got quite a few miles on it, and we'd like to go electric fully, both of our cars, in the not too distant future. And after seeing this car when we bought it, she was really excited about Rivian and was thinking, well, maybe that's what I should do too. And now I don't think she's so keen, just given the issues with that top glass in hail. We live in an area where storms are frequent, and so both from an inconvenience standpoint, but also from a safety standpoint, just she's not sure if she's ready to trust this thing, and I get that. From my perspective, I can kind of see where she's coming from, but at the same time, the glass didn't give out. It held in there through, honestly, a brutal beating. From what we can tell, the other 2 layers of that roof, the film and the second glass layer, are undamaged, which seems like that must have been a pretty good strategy. You have kind of your external layer that can take a beating, and then until it gets fixed anyway, you have that other layer to rely on. In addition, we were impressed by the Rivian team there in Denver. They were, we walked in without an appointment, knowing that probably meant nothing could really happen for us. But, we were maybe just a little bit in shock and needed to go to the bathroom really bad. And also, we weren't sure if that roof was about to cave in on us or what the deal was. So we just thought, let's go to the service center, see if they can look at it and just give us kind of their opinion. And the moment we came in the door, there was a guy there, and he listened to us, heard what had happened, went back, got the service manager. We went out and looked at the car, talked for about 10 minutes about options and kind of the timeline, which unfortunately for us was over a week. They didn't think they would even be able to start working on, and this is just for the top glass, not the body work. So anyway, I guess after that, they went away and we started, calling insurance and stuff. And then about 10-15 minutes later, they came back out, the service manager, and said, hey, why don't you pull it inside? We'll tape it up for you. And our service guys can take just a little bit better look at it. So they did that. And there's another guy who seemed to know a little bit more about the roof itself and its construction. And he really reassured us that, you're probably going to be okay. It's not worth like totally ruining your vacation over this. Like, just move on. And that those 2 layers of the roof are probably safe. So I guess that's kind of where I'm going to leave it for now, is as I'm happy and I see my insurance agent is calling me. So